Hello, welcome to this brief introduction to microbial metabolites. My name is Hayley Parcell. I'm a nutritionist and the clinical application manager at Microba. As microbiome discovery rapidly gravitates into a new era, a large focus is now being placed on substances called microbial metabolites. So today, we will be talking all about microbial metabolites, what they are, how they're created, and why they should be a particular clinical focus when interpreting your patient's insight reports. Our gut microbiome is an incredible ecosystem living inside of us. And our understanding used to be that specific pathogenic microorganisms were often the cause of gut health related issues, and only a handful of beneficial microorganisms and their importance had been established. However, the current understanding is that the key is actually a balance of all of the microorganisms that make up this ecosystem and a balance of the substances those microorganisms produce. It's important that we even consider our commensal microorganisms, which actually typically comprise most of our microbiome, as what those commensal microorganisms are doing will significantly contribute to the overall function of our patient's microbiome. And this is why in clinical practice, if we choose to assess our patient's gut, we should be looking at the whole microbiome to gain a full picture of our patient's gut health. Otherwise, we very well may miss vital parts of the story. Now, the range of functions microbial metabolites can perform include things such as providing vital energy to our gut cells to keep our gut lining healthy, interacting with and signaling of our human cells to influence our immune, nervous, and metabolic systems, impacting our nutrient absorption, and even cross-feeding and cross-signaling of other species within our ecosystem. And just like human beings, our microbes require fuel to function and survive. Most microorganisms will typically fuel themselves with one or a combination of fuel sources, which can include various types of fiber, protein, simple sugars, mucus, and other dietary compounds like polyphenols. Most microbes can use more than one fuel source. However, in general, if they can, they will preferentially use fiber before turning to other types of fuel. And just like human beings, once those organisms have utilized and processed their fuel, they will then expel byproducts. These byproducts are known as, you guessed it, microbial metabolites. The types of microbial metabolites are diverse. As a general rule, if microbes are fueling themselves with fiber, mostly beneficial metabolites called short-chain fatty acids will be produced, along with some intestinal gases. However, when insufficient prebiotic fibers are present in the large intestine, the microbes will start to look for alternate fuel sources, such as excess protein that couldn't be fully absorbed in the small intestine. The metabolites produced from the microbial breakdown of protein can vary widely from being beneficial to quite detrimental, such as production of metabolites that actually may impair our gut barrier or trigger our inflammatory or our immune response. So these could be metabolites like lipopolysaccharide, ammonia, or histamine, for example. You will find within the microbiome digestion potential section of the Insight Report an indication of the balance of fiber and protein degrading microorganisms in your patient's microbiome, which is important to consider. And microbial metabolites can affect our body in one of three ways. Some can cross the intestinal wall by being absorbed directly into the cells and then travel to the liver via the portal vein. From the liver, the blood is then distributed to the rest of the body. To a lesser extent, some metabolites may enter the lymphatic system and then onto the bloodstream through the thoracic duct. And lastly, some metabolites actually appear to affect the brain via the vagus nerve, which connects the gut to the brain. However, the mechanism of this particular transport system is not yet fully understood. The Microba Insight Report offers you information on metabolites that have been well established in the literature to have strong correlations with human health. Now, and moving into the future, microbial metabolites are an incredibly important element of the health of our gut microbiome and should be a key clinical focus when assessing our patients' gut health. And while microbial metabolites are a relatively new concept, I encourage you to keep up to date on these fascinating substances as they will continue to unlock our understanding of the human microbiome and allow us as clinicians to manage our patients' health via their gut. So I hope this has given you a good foundational understanding of the importance of these fascinating microbial substances, ready to take a deeper dive into your Microba Inside reports.